Hello everyone, this is Ninja DC, joining again from the React video. This time for Equestria Girls Rollecoaster something. This special sort of surprised us, I guess, like all the Equestria Girls internet shorts as of late. But joining me again is Herd Bronies.
Hello, all you ponies. I'm a herd of bronies. Welcome to Let's Watch the Equestria Girls special that shipped Rarity and Applejack.
Ooh.
Supposedly.
That sounds good.
Yeah, see, we totally haven't watched it ahead of time or anything.
No, I haven't.
I haven't. I'm just elbowing people in the ribs here. Or even potentially other people.
Carlos.
It's Gun Metal Gator. He's arrived on the scene. What is he doing? He's grabbing a shovel and a gun. He's gonna shoot out. He's gonna break out. He's gonna rob some shit and come on. It's Gun Metal Gator here on 8-bit, ready to rob your delight.
That sounded like the theme song for some kind of Shovel Knight ripoff game.
Next up, Daylover.
Oh, hey, I'm Daylover. Next.
And second.
Hi, I'm the Second Opinion, and welcome to our reaction of Hasbro's latest nudge in our directions, saying, Equestria Girls episodes. You want those, huh? You want a TV show about them, don't you?
Twice.
I mean, we can be patient. Just say when you want it, and we'll give it. Just say it.
Yeah, seriously though, like I really want to. I would probably enjoy a Equestria Girls TV series, even if it was like maybe only like 13 episodes a year or something like that. But just the internet releases of random, like I hate how so many shows are doing that now, where it's like I wouldn't mind because it sorts certain shows, like a lot of shows are doing it in place of an actual TV show, so they're doing it to be cheap. Because like back in the old days, like they would make an entire television series about the toy line they want to sell and all that. So put some effort into it. Like, hey, they put some effort in there to your subliminal advertising.
But it costs too much to make effort, yeah. Sad to say.
Yeah. Nowadays have random releases of shorts and then the occasional slightly longer than actual sort of episode or extended episode short, which is what we're watching today.
Yay.
And also apparently this is all going to outlast My Little Pony Prime, so
just like Rescue Bots did when it came to the end of Prime.
Oh.
Well, heck, a lot of the Equestria Girls shorts so far have been better than the corresponding MLP episodes that they're akin to, so as long as they can at least keep that up, I mean, heck, at least it gives us something to do in these gaps.
They give you this because I want to discuss that in like a season 8 discussion video, which we eventually will record. But yeah, the main reason I feel behind that is, unlike the main series right now, the Equestria Girls, for the main 6, they actually have this thing called character growth in the series.
Ooh.
Really?
This is true.
Nice.
That's astounding.
Steps. Yeah, when was the last time MLP had character growth for anyone besides maybe Starlight Glimmer?
When was the last time a character acted different?
I mean, I guess they got back to episodes about Twilight that at least give her, like, personal growth of sorts. I don't know if she acted different at the end of it, but...
I think, like, the only one they had a little bit of growth with was Green Chrysalis, right?
I wouldn't say so. And she didn't count. You could argue Spike because of his episode.
Oh, yeah.
He grew up.
Well, at least my favorite character is getting something in the later seasons. Spike!
Yeah. Weird. It's like how weak the seasons are proportional to how good the traditionally less interesting characters are.
What about season 3 though? Because the Spike episodes weren't that good, and the season wasn't really that good.
I would like to disagree. I would like to disagree because Spike at Your Service is not the worst Spike episode.
Oh, I
don't-
kind of think it is, but to be fair, just for sidekicks, I mean, what Spike episode beforehand was better than that?
I don't know.
I mean,
When we're supposed to see
Dragon Quest in
Rollecoaster?
one part,
Oh,
not all of it, because you know the whole thing about the sexism in that.
Like I said, no episode of Spike was better than just for sidekicks before
Yeah,
just for sidekicks.
before just for psychics, just for psychics was definitely great. No, not
All
great.
All right. Wait, is there ready there for some question rules?
Yay!
Yes.
Ready for the roller coaster? Yay!
I've been through one roller coaster, and I nearly thought my feet would be scraped off the ground if they touched the floor. Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
All right.
With that
Okay.
said, you ready?
Ready.
yes.
Yes.
All right. Press play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Generic theme song.
Yay! Oh, this is different, isn't it?
No, similar introduction to Forgotten Friendship.
Oh,
Can you just feel the toy sales?
yeah. Because we gotta get both, like, where they're not in the rainbow and where
Very
they're not.
beginning and the very end are very toy commercial-ish, but I could picture myself taking longer to get sick of that than the theme song.
What?
Yeah.
Equestrian Land.
Oh, it is a. Gosh, what was? Oh, like they're from Canterlot High, I guess.
Mm.
They can still call it Equestria.
Equestrian Land. That's so weird.
I wonder who the villain is.
Me too. It's a mystery.
Did you see her necklace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that?
It looks like Applejack's honor. What is that now for? Honesty, yeah. Element. A stress salad.
I feel so desaturated.
Mm.
I can't tell if this is just the way it was uploaded or if it was just the.
Mm.
And asking ye shall receive.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Weird magical coincidences.
Maybe that's the same thing.
Oh
as
god,
the-
it's a fruity!
Ah,
Ah!
With a similar ability as that one montage.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what she
cool.
goes to.
we Star
Hologram.
Trek now.
What? So it makes real life objects into just holograms.
Yeah. So she can make the gems and the holograms.
Rarity and I applied for summer jobs at the new theme park.
Ooh.
Ah.
Will you get to go there for free? Actually, they'd pay us to go there.
Oh, good for you.
Oh, well.
That gotta be Pinky's dream job, yeah.
Theme park jobs are never as fun as you'd think.
Yeah.
No.
Just ask Adventureland, the movie.
We'll be together. I got a good feeling.
No missed calls while we were talking about Carmel.
Uh,
He's answering our phone and sounding calm.
That was about as calm as Pinkie Pie on Cake Day.
Gosh, I miss Sunset Simmer so bad.
yeah.
Aww.
Okay, well, I guess we don't need Lyra and Bon Bon anymore.
Oh, and this really infuriates Rarity Dash.
Oh, they said I'm overqualified for Carmel.
Oh!
They want me to be lead parade costume designer.
Oh! Wow.
Even started,
Poor
you already got promoted. That's gotta
And
Oh.
Applejack did not look happy. I wonder what's happening there.
But I'm really happy for you, Rarity.
Oh, there must be a mix-up, darling. Obviously, the internet mailman gave you the wrong letter.
Oh,
Job either. Since you got a different
uh,
so they're probably about to send you another email with your promotion?
No, just a sale at Stinky Bottom's discount hat emporium.
Oh, Stinky
Yay.
The
Bottom!
real world has a stinky bottom as well.
Hmm.
Well, real world might
Not
be
going to accept it,
one way to
not
put
you,
that.
obviously.
What?
No, you think they would actually?
Opportunity pass you by, Rarity. Think of all those vision boards. The This has been your
Wait a minute. This is green isn't your color, but with Applejack and Rarity this time, with their roles reversed.
Well, except for they both want the roles, and
Plan to spend the summer together, and that's what we're going
actually
to
they
do.
both want a role, but like different roles.
Aw.
You're taking the job, and that's final.
Okay, if you insist.
Oh, Applejack.
Oh, are we getting Applejack development in this episode?
I quit my old job this morning, huh?
What?
They haven't replaced you already.
Smooth move.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Ah.
Should be easy to get it back.
No, you think she'll be paid on her family farm, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because I have 3 million followers on Snapchat.
And
oh
also,
my God!
yeah.
I mean, yes, I
It's nothing. You should see how many Rarity's fan page has.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
Twitter.
Let me call you Rare. It's the perfect name for lead parade costume designer. Not a caramel apple girl. I don't even know why you applied for a job.
Wow.
Not with a Snapchat feed like yours.
Oh, she wants to be an apple girl, huh?
By the way, that gingham and linen sundress caught my eye, and your follower count is impressive. For someone just starting out, of course. But I can already tell you've got magique inside.
Magique.
You can. The light parade is the most important event in the park. Over 100 cast members, and you are going to make them look perfect.
Hmm.
And before I forget, don't put anything on that table, especially your phone. No reason, just a super important rule I made up, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
She actually thinks at the
She
table.
seems suspicious.
That's funny.
Rarity!
Applejack, darling, how was work on the farm?
Fantastic! I could not be happier making foot stomping applesauce the old-fashioned way with my family.
Less chatter, more spatter.
really, how is AJ not happy about doing family chores?
And I'm happy
You also come to a point where you want to do your own stuff. Yeah.
I know this is AJ. Like she, well, I guess this is alternate world AJ. So
Yeah.
I'll give him
As
some credit
opposed to a
there.
world,
Because you see, when it's not
yeah, that is all time periods at once sort of mashed together. They are firmly in the millennial generation.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Actually, no, I think at this point it's generation Y or is it Z? Yeah,
See now.
Why is the millennials? So yeah.
yeah.
Ooh. You throw in the towel, girl. Okay. There's Indigo.
Yay.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it is Lyra and Bon Bon.
What should we do first? Appaloosa Wild West Stunt Show? Nightmare Movie?
Guess I really got to go to a theme park at least sometime this summer.
Yeah.
Hang on. I got the sense Rarity's overwhelmed, which is understandable. I mean, she's all alone here without any of her friends, which is why I wouldn't have taken the job, but that's just me. Point is, we're here to support Rarity.
Well, and also you can't really sew with anything.
Yeah, that's true. But I guess like she wanted the job when it was still for the apples, right?
That's Vignette Valencia. She's famous on Snapchat, which you know if you actually log in once in a while.
Wow.
One cupcake every day series.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes.
Oh,
And she's friends with, like every awesome athlete in the world. Don't look at me. I only follow bots that post interesting science facts.
But
Okay,
Applejack and I are akin on
I
this.
I like Sci-Twi more than regular Twi right now.
Yeah.
Understandable, yeah.
This picture has 20,000 likes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Is
What'd
this
she
the-
say?
Ah,
Hashtag something, but she did it in a sexy voice, yeah.
They're making fun of real life. Yay.
Guilty as charged.
Well,
So, you've been here
She's
so
in
well without
skates,
your best
or-
friends all this time. How can we help?
Hold that thought.
Uh,
Vignette! Over here!
Nope, it was just high
You
heels.
know Vignette Valencia?
Do I know her? Why,
Aw.
she's my best friend at the park.
Oh, jealousy time.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Way to phrase it exactly like that, Rarity.
Thanks, you're the best.
Let me take a selfie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
She's
so
Here we
jealous.
go with
good.
Jack jealousy, yeah.
Vignette Valencia. She runs PR for the park, and she's my boss. I told you not to use the B word. I'm
Mm.
your friend. Who gets to boss?
Mm.
So, this is Sunset Shimmer, Rainbow Dash, Pinkie Pie, Twilight Sparkle, and Fluttershy.
And
Wow!
What?
Wow!
Sorry, you were standing
Okay.
right. I didn't see you.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Is that
wow.
your
Absolutely
Daphne
zero
Chloe jokes?
reason bird in this Applejack there. That is
Yeah.
completely cornball.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fun fact, we performed together in a band called the Rainbooms.
Rainbooms? Why is that familiar? 100,000 followers? Focused consumer-centric demographic too? Does your curated content consistently aggregate across multiple platforms?
Yeah.
We sing songs
we do stuff.
Centerpiece of tonight's light parade.
the Rainbooms?
Shh. Are you ready? BYBB. Be yourself, but better. That's been my power phrase since I started my first company. A middle school girl selling artisanal handmade mascara. But isn't that just melted crayons? Hey, naysayers,
What?
nay. But I said BYBB.
How many people will be watching us?
All of them. What do you say?
Yeah.
If it's gonna help out Rarity.
Sure.
Like. Upload and post it, ladies. This'll trend for sure. I'll at you later with exact deeds.
Applejack doesn't have an account.
Mm.
Well, she doesn't have an account.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Sure is.
Oh, I didn't.
Logistical question. How are we supposed to get our instruments? Vignette will handle everything.
I got a question too. When you said she's
Okay.
your best friend at the park, did you mean best friend, comma, at the park?
Did I say that? Listen, tonight's a huge opportunity.
Ignoring the question.
For all of us.
Yeah.
Let's go see the park.
Rainbow is not shy about using her superpower.
Honestly,
Mm.
I don't know why you're giving
Well,
me
it's rainbow, so it actually does make sense.
I thought you just ignored her and yeah.
Enjoy the park.
Okay, so
Preparing for tonight. So,
yeah, this is gonna build up.
area for sound check and run throughs.
Yeah.
3 minutes break at 4 o'clock and
I mean-
them. BYBB.
Honestly, I mean, it's still having more fun with its characters than a lot of the regular show episodes, but the conflict here is just so cornball.
It's a little
Mm.
daunting, isn't it? We know every song by heart. Wouldn't you rather go have some fun? Yeah! Great idea.
Oh, is this where perfect day for fun happened?
Yeah.
If they do, hey, look at that gator!
Yay.
Ooh, it's
Hey, look,
the
it's
like
a-
Mario
Las
Kart.
Pegasus roller coaster.
Yeah!
This is giving Mario Kart flashbacks.
Yeah.
Do, go on Rainbow Road!
I wish I'd gone to Sunset and Twilight or Pinkie Pie. Anyone else in the entire park? Look at
Mm.
It's the
Mm.
perfect opportunity.
Forgetting to mention even Applejack.
Can't I conquer something a little smaller first? Hey, good idea. A warm-up before the big game. What did you have in mind? Dragonlance drag racing?
Oh.
Runaway train. Oh,
And the small,
barrel throw?
mild thing Fluttershy actually had in mind is...
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So brave.
This is you and me second.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So I'll build you up to the next giant roller coaster I take you onto.
No. Oh
You were born for this, Rarity. Anything I can do to help?
Play a great show tonight?
Excuse me, I know I am not seeing a latch zipper on that full fur.
Siren cameo.
That was so cute, yeah.
Yeah.
So, wanna take a break and go get a caramel apple? I'd love to, darling, but I am a tad super insanely busy. Of course. I just thought, never mind. You're right. I wouldn't want to rain on your parade. Rain? I didn't plan for rain. Get me 100 ponchos, stat!
Wow, okay, yeah.
I think a weather report would be due first.
You know that?
Yeah.
Facing your fears head on, just like I always did as a kid. I mean, look, a 400-foot vertical drop.
And this gag again.
You're probably super nervous about that, I bet.
Rainbow is too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. This is what I do.
Seagull.
Seagull, yeah.
I want to get off.
Oh.
No one leaves Mr. Bones' wild ride.
Yeah, with you hanging right at the top of the hill.
Oh.
Yay, Shiggy Leg.
So, Rainbow Dash is not like her pony counterpart.
Totally.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get off. I was just saying what you would have said. That's all.
Oh. Oh.
They're more shipping those two together, yeah.
Oh my god.
I also want to say, I guess, like, speaking of like toy lines, I feel that actually the clothes, it's actually nice that they have rather
The
different
actual
clothes.
nerds.
And they drop the whole, like, they're all wearing the same outfits
same-
with different colors.
Different colors. Yeah, they're all rather stylized for themselves.
Yeah, they stepped it up there. Like, the first movie designs were pretty bad.
Oh.
Oh.
This is painful to watch on so many levels.
Yeah.
Samurai.
Huh.
I know what you're thinking, but
Oh no, yeah.
how can I ever thank you for coming up with such a brilliant idea for the parade?
I don't
I'm
understand.
waiting to see where they're going with the camera thing.
Pretend I'm someone else tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
Everyone in the band has a new role. It's part of my bold new vision. All caps, Helvetica 65.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Tear rip tights. I've already commissioned an 8
Oh.
artist to tag up a custom guitar. How do you feel about skulls?
Ooh, okay.
She's not Starlight Glimmer.
No.
Shouldn't do it at all.
Maybe she can become like Gov Fluttershy, like she was in that episode.
Yeah.
Collaborating your thing.
To get exactly what we want.
You did?
Of course! Getting what I want is what I do best, sweetie. Now say,
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking, yeah.
Fluttershy, you'll thank me later.
Okay.
Excuse me.
This is Juniper montage all over again.
Yeah.
Where am I? And do you mind if I eat this salad?
Well, at least she have food, yeah.
Hey, Flip Flam.
Well,
Yeah,
it's,
she didn't go into a panic attack immediately either.
Yeah.
This game does look easy.
Fluttershy is a bit different.
Twilight, they're just giving you the old bump and tingle to lure you in. These games are rigged.
Do you know what's not rigged? The laws of physics. A
Yeah.
super resistance and a vertical displacement of 0. Horizontal displacement equals initial projectile velocity squared times the sine of twice the launch angle divided by the acceleration due to gravity.
Sunset is me when I go through monologues from one of my friends.
Oh.
Oh, that is so fake.
Pretty close though. Maybe we should try one more time.
Oh no. Sunset.
Yeah, you think these two should be able to outsmart the Flim Flam brothers?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Spontaneously
that
combust.
seems like, yeah, not safe. Yeah.
I knew it.
Bridges are burning.
To be honest, that actually would be a cool costume for like a parade.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem safe though, yeah.
I mean, not the plug-in part, but the light-up part.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. And you can make that safer, so yeah. Okay.
Have you seen Fluttershy? See, she went wandering off with Vignette and then just disappeared.
Are you honestly asking me this right now?
Oh, it's not that I don't trust Vignette, if that's what you're thinking.
We're in a giant fun park with 50,000 people. Of course you
Yeah.
can find her. 50,000 people. Oh, looking at my costumes.
Yep.
Seriously not concerned
Don't be ridiculous. You're only facing a large crowd of ponies that will be silently judging you and watching your every move.
Yay.
Oh my god.
They tried calling her first.
And I didn't think like Rarity had stage fright.
Oh my!
You gotta know they're rigged, right?
You have a gambling problem, Sunset.
God damn, I missed Sunset.
Oh. Oh my god!
And Sidetwine too.
Now this is entertainment.
Yes.
How did Sunset forget her common sense, though? Like,
oh my god!
Nobody's seen her all afternoon. Her phone's going straight to voicemail. I keep thinking something.
Okay, they didn't call.
Lighten up, Applejack. There's not always a villain with equestrian magic.
Oh god! Wow! Oh! What's that? You're putting the Rainbow Dash on a lot of levels now. Thank you, episode.
Oh, it's Megan from G1.
Hey!
I thought for 2 seconds it was Apple Bloom, yeah.
Okay, thanks. If you see her, tell her she's still on the roller coaster ride.
Bumper cars!
Bumper cars.
And there's Goofy.
Yeah.
I don't want to touch Pinky right now.
Yeah, what happened to Pinky? Yeah.
Are you Are you Punky Brewster right now? Look that off it.
Oh,
thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't hear what she said.
Oh god! Oh my god, even the con men are getting tired. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Is this fun? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
She's going to win with that, yeah?
Oh my god!
Oh boy, that is kind of like delightfully cruel, actually.
Yes.
You see, it's just...
It's a crime to fake security badges, you know. I'm a fake cop, but I can send you to real jail.
What?
If you
What?
just let me explain, I'm looking for my friend, and...
Hands on your head, no sudden moves.
Oh my god.
Why didn't you tell me you were a deputy fun inspector? Sorry about that, man.
Oh god.
Here's my workstation. It hasn't been fun inspected in years.
Oh god.
My friend made this badge. It ain't real.
You're an undercover fun inspector.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Getting very odd.
My workstation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god.
Do I have to say it?
Nah.
Well, you've got access to security footage now, so there you go.
Yeah.
Rarity told me you're the coolest, smartest friend. who
Larity?
Smartest?
Mm-hmm.
True. I have a bold new vision for the Rainbooms that you are going to love. The throwbacks. Capital T, hashtag TBT, throwback today, or for short, TCTH TBT, bracket TBT, pronounced chugga chugga.
What?
Excuse
I get
me,
the joke. She talks
what?
in
Cool throughout the ages.
text terms.
Yeah.
Rainbow Dash. 50 sock hop sweetheart. Poodle skirt, adorable blonde hair.
What?
I only
Oh my god.
What?
Are you
Oh,
trying
no.
to make rainbow pink?
One is shaving my head.
BYBB.
BIAATB. But I already am the best.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're just being yourself or whatever, then at least let me take a picture of the real you.
How is a shaved head better than?
Shave her head so she can put on a wig. I think that's what she
Yeah.
said.
Oh.
She was up to something. Just
But you can put a wig onto your hair even though like you have long hair.
they go.
Yeah, it's like it's forcing.
Yeah, Hannah Montana at Rainbow.
Are we trading a magical phone?
Stress salad.
Stress salad.
Gosh, like that needs to be someone just needs to be handing out like stress salad at BrodyCon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, take your stress salad.
Thank you.
There's no room for self-doubt.
And now a meme that can actually help people become healthy.
So,
Yeah, that's true. Just as long as you don't serve it with like a lot of
time, I think we should start from scratch.
stuff on.
What?
T-dubs, every amazing fashion blogger and stopgap celeb is gonna be here tonight. No pressure.
Oh.
Feeling fresh.
Oh.
Am I seeing neon pink and yellow on that dragon's tail? Is this a piece of legend or a safety vest? I suppose Applejack has better things to do than final fittings and sound check.
Don't be mad at her. She's still out trying to find Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy, who aren't here either, by the way.
Do not tell me who to be aligned with.
Oh.
Hmm.
Snappy, Rarity.
But I'm sure you've got something totally amazing up your sleeve. You do remember to wear sleeves with amazing things up them, right? Stop!
Ooh.
And
Oh my
we're going
God,
Twilight and Canterlot wedding here.
Canterlot wedding mode now.
Showing up them clothes. Where have you been? Nobody go anywhere with Vignette. Understand?
Not really.
Oh.
You can explain yourself.
The old switcheroo.
Rarity. Vignette is evil. Applejack, shaking hair,
Yeah.
She's done something to Fluttershy, and I saw her from the security office when she made Rainbow Dash disappear with her phone. 10 eggs in a chicken coop says it's equestrian magic.
Oh, honey, delusional is your color. You're an autumn.
If you're
Wow.
so innocent, then how do you explain this? Say goodbye to your mannequin thingy.
You didn't even see how she did it.
No.
Yeah, she did. She did. She did.
She saw her press a button and make her disappear. She doesn't know that
It was a camera
If there's
button?
not something special with it.
I snap tagger all in the. I can't figure out these new fandangled apps.
Friends, they're in wardrobe and they're fine.
Are you sure?
And looking good in your costumes, by the way.
Applejack, the parade is less than an hour away. This is bigger than the parade, Rarity.
Nothing's bigger than the parade, Applejack.
I know you didn't just say that about your missing friends.
Yeah.
I'll let you two sort this out among
Applejack,
Mm.
you don't care about my parade. My parade? This isn't about you. She's done something to our friends. Is this about our friends or about you and Vignette? Ever since she gave me this opportunity, you've been jealous because she sees my potential, but she didn't hire you. You guys, stop. This doesn't help you. You're so blind, you can't even see she's using you.
Vague, generic, no, don't do it.
Yeah.
What she does to you, you're not special.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow!
Maybe I should just go. Maybe you should.
Aww.
Mm.
Wait.
Aww.
Vague, generic protests that do nothing.
We. The throwbacks, formerly known as the Rainbows.
Hang on. Why does we include you?
Obviously, somebody needs to fill Applejuice's spot, and
Apple
we
juice!
are lucky
Wow.
to have someone with as much vision and talent as well.
You?
And not just that, we'll be playing a song I wrote.
Okay, 1, you are not in the band. And 2, we are not performing without Applejack.
Which is her name, by the way.
Ooh.
Applejuice. And you know
Ooh.
what? She's not usually one to make things up. Like, ever.
So all that stuff she said about you.
Oh!
It's true.
Okay!
Wow, it can take multiple at once.
Take it!
No, I can take whatever picture of it.
Oh my god!
What the heck?
It's gonna program!
Ah,
Oh my god!
my God.
Mommy!
they're
What have you
dead.
done with
Ah,
Pinky?
I called it like I said in the start. She could make Gem and the holograms. She's actually doing it, yeah.
What is this? What am I looking at?
Your friends, but better. Now we can make the parade exactly how I want it.
I'm gonna call it Hatsune Miku.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I needed your vision to bring out my vision. But now
Oh! Using popularity of hers for your ideas.
What is going on here? Where are my friends?
like trapped in the internet as zeros and ones or erased.
Oh my god!
This villain really does not seem to care that much.
Something, and now it has this power where whenever I take
Mm.
a picture of something and it disappears. And then
Is it weird that I find her even more callous than any other villain in this series yet?
OMG,
Well, that's one way to move the plot along.
Bring back my friends this instant!
fine. If you want to be with them so bad, I'll do you
Yeah.
one last favor.
Yeah.
Rarity, you should really know what's coming here. And sure enough.
I can't believe we're trapped in Vignette's phone. We're no strangers to getting stuck in magical objects.
and Applejack are still free. Maybe they can get us out of here.
They have
And Rarity falls in.
first. We can't just sit around hoping to get rescued. If we're in the internet, we can hack our way out. Maybe. Oh, I hope Rarity.
This is gonna be interesting.
Wish we knew what's going on out there.
Mm.
Sorry, Rare. Guess you're not so rare after all.
Ooh.
Oh!
Here.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
yeah.
Never underestimate a good accessory.
Yeah!
+1 rarity.
Rarity!
What's her power again?
Yeah,
Shield!
making shields with
Yeah,
gems,
she can
yeah.
make like shit.
Eugene,
Okay.
I don't need you anyway.
Oh my god!
People who work for me. I am now the lead costume designer because our former lead costume designer is being HBW. Herself, but worse. Now pretend I just gave you an inspiring speech and get back.
Okay, that was funny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, Fleur-de-Lis!
Yeah.
Oh, if only I'd done something or said something different, maybe none of this would have happened. I really screwed things up with Rarity.
Yay!
Don't go! You were right. I got carried away and let this stupid parade become the only thing that mattered to me. And I let them yet manipulate me with false flattery into forgetting what really matters. My friends.
Come on now. Your talent puts you so far beyond the need for flattery.
Uh-huh.
Apologizing. I'm sorry I lost sight of why we applied for jobs here in the first place.
And I'm sorry I got jealous. All this time I thought I was being honest with you about not liking Vignette. I wasn't being honest with myself. I felt like I was losing my best friend.
The Appleware chef carries on!
Vignette has them all trapped in the internet. She confessed. We have to get them out. We have to save them.
It's Rare Jack, is what they call it.
I forgot about that.
Or Rebel, yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it. I mean, they said best friends, so.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, shipping is not only romantic, it's also best platonic.
But they can
Oh,
do
yeah.
it now, yeah.
But people think it's romantic, and which is
Yeah.
not.
Oh, this is cute. Like they're blushing and like.
Well, that's still
holding-
platonic.
Well,
Oh!
Hang on.
Double
I
echo.
hear you talking. What? Somewhere close. Really?
What?
Oh, the phone just teleported us into some random white
Kidding me? That's the solution to this?
No! That's it! What?
Did Vignette take your picture just now?
I was just minding my own business, making perfect caramel apples, when suddenly Vignette saw me and said I wasn't as cool a nerd as she thought. Then she took my picture, and I ended up here, violating all known laws of space and time.
I like how he's doing like a partial breakdown with that.
Whatever she doesn't like.
Mm.
If she decides she doesn't like the crowd. Everyone in the park is watching that.
Oh god, imagine that room crew.
Yeah.
They're all
It
gonna
will
be
be
crushed and
crushed.
die.
Okay!
You do realize if we stop the parade,
It's gonna turn the white room red.
Yeah.
We gotta stop her.
Okay, are we really gonna...
They're
Like,
really
we really need
pushing.
to entertain the thought that Rarity would not want everyone smashed into a room because parade.
Oh my god. Generation Z.
You suck.
Come to think of it, what is this character's motivation? Just like she wants more attention or what?
Yeah, she just wants all of the fame, yeah.
Oh! Time to get a jack.
Parade this evening is cancelled. Now turn off your phone and hand it over.
Ooh.
Are you honestly asking a social media star to hand over her phone?
Oh!
She is. Rarity, this is the version of your friends that will be popular. I have the metrics to back that up.
What?
What the chart says.
Real. People online. This is your chance to be everything you've always wanted.
No, it's a chance to look like everything I've always wanted. What I really want has been right in front of me the whole time.
Aww. Aww.
Oh! Okay. Alright, never mind.
Alright.
Look, everyone, it's the power of romance. I mean, friendship.
Elements of harmony, rainbow, or...
Even more toys or more outfits to sell, yeah.
Well, we already did the Equestria Girls forums, but,
Yeah, but look at this, yeah.
Look at all
Well,
these
they're in
clipper
different
fingers.
outfits, sure, but
Oh, okay.
Stupid Rarity Farm.
Yeah, we just use magic to destroy technology.
How can things ever be perfect?
I need nothing more than someone telling me I made a
By spouting the moral.
Mm-hmm.
carried away.
Moral dump.
You guess so? You created virtual holograms of our friends and almost sent an entire crowd of people to Squish City.
They were all gonna telefrag each other. It was gonna be horrible.
But not at the expense of other people, and especially not your friends.
Mm.
I have 3 million followers, but no real friends.
Of course it's going to be like that, yeah.
Rarity sends you a friend request. Do you accept? Who cares?
Maybe the
parade ain't ruined after all.
We do still have our real instruments up there.
You're not too nervous? I should ask you the same thing.
Oh.
Sassy side returns.
Yeah, our sassy side comes. Whoa! Chandelier carousel?
Carousel dress, yeah.
Don't forget the Photoshop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, well, for what it's worth, I do like this better than the finale song in Rainbow Rocks.
What? Oh, wait, you're talking about the finale song or the
All
band
the rage.
Well, the Battle of the Band song, if it makes a difference. Like, Shine Like Rainbows is probably better than this, but I mean, like...
Oh, Trixie!
The Battle of the Band song is like the most popular MLP music video on YouTube.
Oh.
Good for you too. Well, I mean, of course it's gonna be the one people think of. They set it up to be the big moment in the movie, but I mean, I think its presentation outstrips its merits.
After Starburst is like everything that's pretty good.
Spike mask.
Is that it?
I guess that's it. I guess that's it.
Give us a moment there to breathe a sigh of relief at the sheer power of everything we've just seen.
Woo! But they're allowed to ship like those or women in general. But like I don't know, no, not all of us have seen the new. No, be quiet. No. Oh, shut up.
But can we definitely say an infinite improvement on the trilogy of magic shorts involving Juniper montage?
I think this was nice, yeah.
Oh yeah, this had a lot more entertaining moments in it.
A lot more than what?
The Juniper montage trilogy.
Juniper.
You know
the
original phone
one and the what?
The film girl with the mirror that
Yeah.
sucked people, and Starlight was there for one episode.
All right. I'll tentatively say I preferred that to this. Like this one, I mean, definitely had its moments, but it kind of seemed like after a while, it kind of started to seem like it was meandering. Like You know,
Yeah,
there's not a
that's what
strong
I
sense.
say.
What's up?
Well, see, that's what I wouldn't say. Yeah, Miranda, I guess would be. I would actually say I enjoyed this episode, but I felt like it could have been 10 minutes shorter and compressed and been better. Is my
Yeah.
I would agree with that. Like I didn't really have a strong sense of where it was going with the villain.
Yeah.
I mean, her whole thing is kind of vaguely defined. And yeah, as far as the characters, like we spend a little time here with Fluttershy and Rainbow vaguely doing their thing. A little time with Twilight and Sunset. And I mean, keep that if you got to keep one because that was probably one of the better segments. But then yeah, like Pinkie Pie's doing her thing with the Fun Patrol, whatever. Applejack and Rarity play the same note a few times. It's like,
Mm.
and I mean,
Yeah, it had a lot of filler in it.
Yeah.
Filler
and the
moments.
key points kind of seem just like slammed together in the usual, contrived sort of way. Like, Rarity needs to be forgetting Applejack, not anyone else, but Applejack because it's about her for reasons. Like, she needs to, introduce everybody but Applejack because she needs to announce Villain Girl as her best friend. Villain Girl just kind of decides to randomly spout her evil plan because it makes things quicker.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably because of her character. Like, she likes to brag, I guess.
Yeah. But they're definitely going to sell some of the characters with all of those outfits, yeah. For sure.
Well, I mean, we love to criticize that, but I mean, in the end, do that as much as you want, I mean, business side of a show keeps it going, so...
That's true, yeah.
But I mean...
I like the last ones, but I don't know if they've shown those before or not.
I mean, as long as it's not like, you randomly invent a baby alicorn princess, for the sole reason of having another toy to sell, like, as long as it doesn't actually interfere with the quality of the episode, then sure, more power to you. Make your toys, but I mean,
yeah.
Like this is just, like I said, kind of a meandering sort of episode with its moments.
Yeah. I guess like I didn't like the start with what Rarity did to Applejack, like being like ignoring her and being like she wasn't there. I was just like, what was happening?
At first I thought it was because like, oh, she's trying to hide Applejack because like she applied and was rejected sort of thing. But then it became clear that no, she was just forgot about Applejack and was like, what?
Yeah.
Well, she had a lot to think about with the parade, and it got
but
to
she's
her.
standing right there.
Already got stressed, and
oh wow, really? You have to be really stressed.
Let's see.
Well, she was visibly stressed, like very much.
There's all of my friends. Let's see. I will forget to count, forget to check off names, and forget my peripheral vision, and just assume I got all of them.
And forget the one that I have a crush on. On purpose.
I mean,
yeah.
There were a few moments I counted like that where, it seemed like they were just kind of trying to slam together what they wanted to be the critical plot points, but I mean, I don't know, like, none of them were particularly painful, so I'm having trouble calling them all back, but I mean, they just all kind of...
They were all spaced out, like...
Yeah, it's worth noting that there was more than one, like the thing where Applejack tries to reveal the villain's plan, and like, okay, of course she's going to do it in a way that gives the villain the chance to cool off. What are you talking about? This is all perfectly normal. And of course, everyone else is going to say, gee, you sound like you might be jealous. We probably shouldn't take this that seriously.
To be fair, it was only Rarity that it did that.
Yeah. The others were
everyone else was long enough for Applejack's attempt to be negated.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's like, and then meanwhile, when they I actually thought the minute where they become suspicious of what's her name again was a little hammy too. Like, well, the good news is we're still on, and I'm gonna be in the band. Wait a minute, you want us to still perform because we're scheduled to do, and you want to be in the band? Well, that we are totally not okay with that, and think you're suspicious now.
I don't think that was the cause of their suspicion.
No.
I think once they saw Applejack,
Yeah, well, I mean, they had the belated. I mean, they had the belated, well, it is Applejack, and I mean, she and most people on the planet are not inclined to make up physically impossible things that only happen to us, just for jealousy's sake. But I mean, I don't know. It kind of seemed like they were altering common sense just enough to have it be staged the way they wanted it to play out.
Yeah.
The writers, that is.
But I also think it's not only Applejack and Rarity. It was also Fluttershy and Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie and Twilight a little bit that got shipped. Or Twilight and yeah.
Well, I mean, since it is all of them, maybe they really were just going for, and heck, not everything is the writers secretly playing out their romance fantasy. You know, maybe they are just trying to depict close friends.
Yeah. So. And they're blushing and holding hands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It seems a little
And again, to be fair, especially since the show has kind of been on the generic, they're closer than just friends. They're family now. So watching
maybe our show is starting to rub off on this, but I will keep quiet. Yeah.
But I mean, well,
wink.
What I was going to say was that it is kind of refreshing to see this incarnation play around with some of the chemistry and the ups and downs that actual friends will have.
Yeah, that's true. And I also sort of like the what was that? The short story with Flim and Flam. I thought that was fun. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah. And I also loved they found out that the room was just a room. It was not inside the phone.
Yeah, that was just a WTF moment. Really? Wait, we're not doing the same plot device from Jennifer Montage?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a shock, but who designed a room like this in a carnival for no reason?
Maybe it was a meeting room where they're taking out the furniture or something, yeah. Or a room where you can store your stuff. I don't know.
Kind of two minds about that. It was pretty entertaining, but it also kind of seemed we don't really think a solution to thinking of a solution to get them out of the phone. Let's just have it be an it actually isn't a problem at all moment.
I actually thought it was clever, yeah.
Well, I mean, no one said stray magic had to work, mysteriously. You could just do something simple as teleporting you to a room.
Yeah, that's the one mind I'm of about this. It's an amusing fake out for all of those reasons, but I mean,
Jebaited.
Yeah.
What was that?
Jebaited.
Yay.
I cannot be seriously, did they do that just because they were okay, how are we going to get them out of a phone? You know what? I don't want to think of some complicated magic battle solution again. What if it's just they're not actually trapped at all?
I don't know if it was writers' laziness.
I mean, honestly, second, I would have to disagree and say it felt like a nice little subversion from what we usually get in
it seems like a good surprise, yeah.
It did too. I had both reactions at the same time. That's really funny and unexpected, and also that's a convenient way to make it not a problem anymore.
But then the new problem came up of everyone teleporting that one room and
Being smooshed, yeah.
Squishing and
I don't know.
They
Red,
got
white,
rather
and
dark,
red.
rather quick.
Yeah. I don't know if that's how being teleported into a too small room really works, though. Like, wouldn't the walls break first?
No, like I guess like
Yeah,
you
I
would be
think the
squished, yeah.
break first.
It's like, I mean, to really insist that's how it would work, like, yeah, that is pretty dark. Like, she's going to, like, crush them like a garbage disposal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a little dark, yeah.
Garbage disposal. It's garbage day.
Garbage day. Garbage day.
This made me picture like a B villain for like Batman or something like that.
But,
That's true.
if they had referenced Garbage Day, yeah, this episode would have gained a point or two.
No, and they're not that ambitious. Yeah. Then everyone would be cracking it for pandering to a meme.
But now I'm looking at the villain because it stopped on picture of her. Is she just a evil ripoff of Fluttershy with shorter hair?
What?
But look at her skin color and like her hair, and eye color and the way that she moves. Yeah.
I mean, color-wise, it is a similar design.
Yeah.
Personality-wise, no.
Yeah, but that was also what I was saying. Yeah, an evil version of
You mean like?
That's not even like. That's
because
not even
like Fluttershy is so like nervous and don't want any fame, but this character just wants everything. Yeah.
She is shaded a little darker than Fluttershy is, and I mean, I did think that, like, even without the personality of, she says lots of things in text speak that they gave her, it did give her sort of a different vibe.
Okay, I can see that.
Let's say evil Fluttershy would be more. Gosh, what was her name from the last special?
Let's see. More of like a wallflower.
Yeah, Wallflower. Wallflower is more of an evil Fluttershy.
Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, not color wise, but like personality.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I guess yeah. I was just like thinking about like the opposite ones. Yeah.
Does she have berries in her hair?
Yeah.
What?
I just love the way he stated that. Does she have berries in her hair?
I'm looking at the thumbnail.
Yeah,
she has berries in her hair. What the hell
Or
was she
it's like,
doing with berries in her hair?
Or I think like it's a sort of wine, right? Or yeah, what's that called for making wine?
I'm just thinking of like the Fifth Doctor. Look at me, I'm wearing a vegetable.
Yeah, that's true. And I also like the background with this. What is that? Like carnival stuff, yeah.
I mean, like the fact that we were suspecting like the original like Rainboom single to come out of this. To be like, oh, we're not doing that. Instead, we're doing like a song that really has two humans being close together who were considered to be close together, but they say they're friends.
Yeah. You're still not fooling me, yeah.
The Lyra and Bonbon arguments for the rescue.
Oh, that was just like, that was just like actually just one of the funniest. Because like, oh, they're just best friends.
Yeah.
Right.
It does seem like they're trying to push that, like when they do it with Lyra and Bonbon. Yeah, I gotta say.
It's like, okay, it took you over 8 seasons in order to bring back that sort of topic. Well, or more like the spark for that sort of like type of pairing was from Look Before You Sleep. But then it's like, in the human world, it's like, oh, these two are very blushy with each other.
Even the way they say best friends sounds like they're using it like a romantic term.
Oh my god!
There is nothing like a
best friend is there.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is the worst thing for all the.
And you also say like with your boyfriend or girlfriend, like they're your best friend, right? Or they become at some
Some
point.
do, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, don't I know it?
Kiss.
Okay, but I've got to stop being cute. It hurts my image.
What image?
Oh, the
I'm kidding.
Alright. Well, the guy in the Ninja DC group who everybody hates.
Well, not all. Yeah.
Alright. No, I meant the people watching. Because I don't tell them what they want to hear, like some kind of PBB and.
Yeah.
But what I was saying before about the song at the end, though, like, anybody else like how that had the kind of build up that like actually did legit feel like a concert opener?
Kinda, yeah.
I like how it was like more of a mellow song.
I'm sorry, like I'm like it's just grinding into every other like song like we heard. I'm so sorry. Yeah.
It did a little bit. It was like
so it's like
I mean,
not special to me. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was a little special to me. It had like some of the like spirit of
yeah.
Well, like it just had some spirit. Period. It was like
maybe if I hear it like after here, yeah.
Yeah,
on its
it's not,
own, yeah.
Not like super memorable, but it is, I think, really well done. Like it had both the vibe of, like I said, a concert opener and a movie closer. Like that whole, oh, what a long way we've come, what a satisfying life we lead, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It both kind of shine like rainbowsy. Alright, and like I said with the Battle of the Bands song in Rainbow Rocks, like if you must be generic, at least be generically heartfelt instead of like generically moaning.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I've got the music in me.
But we still also didn't find out what was actually possessing her phone, if it's like the shadow from Nuna or it's the shadow pony or what is happening. Yeah.
It's more equestrian magic from wherever equestrian magic is coming from now, isn't it?
Yeah, but didn't they just like didn't they just banish the shadow pony though? And he became like this smoke or something. I was like, it's been too long since I was. Never mind.
Yeah, but they haven't really gone into what's causing the equestrian magic. I mean, last special was more a one-off thing, whereas like basically it was a specific item, which made sense why I was lost and all that. But like the last phone teleporting thing, it's never explained where this specific equestrian magic just sort of, besides like it's just sort of leaking out.
It's just leaking, yeah. So maybe the two worlds will merge together at one point.
That is the end of season 9.
Yeah. That would be nice, yeah.
And then it'll be like the new 52. We technically haven't started a new universe. This is the old one, just in a new way.
Well, then, yeah. I know. I'll still keep quiet. I will put myself in the corner and keep quiet.
Now everything goes quiet when you do that.
Yay! The power of quietness.
How about that?
Yay!
So any other final thoughts?
No, I thought it was really nice, actually, yeah.
I mean, this was certainly something to not forget.
I was enjoying it okay until I realized that I was starting to really get sick of waiting for it to make some kind of point to get to the point, and instead, well, I mean,
if I'm gonna,
I shouldn't use too much hyperbole. I was getting impatient, waiting for it to make a point, and then the kind of forced contrivances that at first were just making me happy. These writers, and ain't they cute? Sort of reaction. Like then it was like, all right, you guys are starting to wear me out on this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like the MO for like the Equestria Girls villains to be like, we're doing indiscriminate horrible things to each other.
Yeah.
No, you're forgiven just because you needed friendship.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, wasn't I pretty critical of Wallflower Blush too?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But what were you saying, Alex?
Oh yeah, I was just saying, if I was gonna rewatch this, I probably would. I would just gonna skip over the boring parts and go for the the entertaining parts.
Okay.
Which is something I rarely do with MLP. So
what would you skip, the small stories or what?
Just the parts that drag on and don't really have much importance and don't really that I don't find entertaining.
I also think like it first started like halfway in almost, or a third way,
It felt like a lot in the beginning. It just didn't. It kept dragging on.
Mm.
But this was a long episode. It's 44 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, so like these specials are supposed to be like double episodes, like with the Forgotten Friendship. It was sort of like 2 episodes.
But isn't the small shorts shorter than this one? The ones where like Rainbow gets her guitar and
they're shorter, but
yeah.
I'm just saying like the extended specials are still like 2 episodes in length.
I still gotta watch that then. Yay!
Now, Random Revelation 101.
Just don't think too much about it, right?
I always think about it.
Yay!
I can enjoy mindless entertainment, but I am not mindless while watching it all the same.
No, that's true, yeah.
But actually, now, of all things, I'm like remembering, what was it, what Roger Ebert said about the Mr. Bean movie. He said, at an even 1 hour, this movie would have been nonstop laughs. At 90 minutes, they added stops.
Mm.
Oh. Yeah, that's sort of my sentiment. I feel. I mean, I don't think I hate this episode as or find it as dislike it as much as second does, but I do agree with the sentiment is I feel that this episode should have been 30 minutes at the most, maybe slightly shorter, but like more condensed. I felt it would have been a lot stronger. Maybe drop a few of the subplots and all that, but like not necessarily the gags, because like this episode is like especially for this episode's pretty well set up for like theater gag, like the roller coaster thing or the ball gag with the not the ball but the ring gag. Ring game, like you could easily fit those in like a normal say 22-minute episode.
Yeah.
Like size length. And you could still fit those sort of jokes in there. But there's like a lot of but there's a lot of other things in here that feel just buying time.
Yeah, the subplots didn't really tie in with the main conflict. They were just there.
Yeah.
As filler.
But I was also like thinking like maybe they could have had the ring game and Gilbert thing at overtime, so the roller coaster later on, so it was not like right after each other, because like it seemed like they just put all of those scenarios right in after each other, yeah. So if they split it up into the episode and was like, okay, here we have the ring game and here we have the roller coaster and whatever, yeah.
I mean, I'm not even against like day in the life stories, just about okay, what these people are doing and what these people are doing and what these people are doing. But I mean, you got to give us some kind of sense of okay, what we're supposed to be getting into here, like what in a sense we're watching. Like there are a lot of Christmas specials and stuff that take that approach, and in the good one, it's like okay, what was all of this building to? Merry Christmas or something along that. Here, it's just kind of like okay, these things happen for a while some villain is trying to get something going, and then they're kind of happening, and the villain is trying to get something going, and then she gets it going, and you should be really intimidated for 2 seconds.
Yay!
Can I just say one thing though? Like, I enjoyed the episode. I feel this is probably the weakest villain we've had in the Crusher Girls series.
Yeah,
I feel like she just exists just to make fun of reality, and no other purpose.
I feel like the thing is, like, I feel like these specials are now like the extra, like 45-minute specials are more sort of like Equestria Girl movie sort of things. Mm-hmm. And she feels like a regular standard episode villain instead of something that's for a 45-minute like special.
Yeah.
Although I feel like there's got to be some Equestria Girls villain. I've already forgotten who didn't even have that going for them, like as opposed to the reality parody, quote unquote. Miss Cinch.
I remember all the. I don't remember the names because I'm horrible with names, but I do remember pretty much all the other villains. She just feels again like she feels like she would have been like this would have been like a Sailor Moon episode. Like here's the random person who gets cursed this week sort of thing, and not like a special episode.
Yeah, that's true.
And to be clear, I don't hate this episode. I forget a lot of the time reviewing this stuff. Like I'm used to the mindset that like if you go all the way to a thumbs down, like that's truly significant. Like that is where like it has to sound out of the ordinary if you do that, because like most of the time when something is disappointing but not bad, I'm used to just talking about all the ways it was disappointing because the preemptive mindset seems to be like, no, why would you ever harsh the vibe? More pony, more good stuff.
But I see what you're saying. It's more like a middle thumb for me, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, like for me it was like okay, like I said, meandering, with its moments, with its annoyingly contrived bits, but also with its moments.
And also like this with you shouldn't be like on your phone all of the time. Message, yeah.
Or that like your image online does not equal true connection and all of that, which which is a good moral for people like us.
Yeah, with how real life is heading, this should be in there. Yeah.
But we couldn't survive without connection.
I could.
I guess.
It's just a different lifestyle. I can get used to it.
There you go. But you shouldn't, as the great movie of our age, Ready Player One, informed us.
Wow, really?
That just reminds me of like there's this funny Robot Chicken sketch where it's like, let's say it's like Steven Spielberg's like, we don't want to make like he's like doing some show where it's like basically America's Got Talent, but like more director thing, and it's like, why are you doing this? You should be making a movie like one of the remakes. Was like, fine, Hollywood wants me make me nothing remakes. I'll do it my own way. It's like a massive like mashup of all the movies he's directed. Like even in the comments are like, so this is how Ready Player One got made. My favorite part of that sketch is like it was like, look, it's Tintin riding a raptor, riding Jaws. And then there's a German soldier that's like, that's 9-9, that's just not fair. And he gets then like one soldier gets eaten by Jaws, one by the rapper, then one gets eaten by Tintin.
Yeah. Before I eat my table.
I'll I'll copy that. I'll get a copy and paste that sketch after this.
Bonus material.
But any other final thoughts on this episode? Oh, special, whatever it technically is.
Just
some of it was funny, but not all of it was funny.
Yeah, I agree.
Positive point in there. I did like how they remembered that part of Pinkie Pie's carefree shtick means she isn't necessarily afraid to be gross.
Yeah, that was a little much. Yeah, no.
Well, it's kind of fun, like for a, like.
No, I don't think it's fun.
I mean, it makes it brings back the sense that anything goes with Pinkie. Like she,
yeah, that's true.
You know, kind of like how the Backstreet Boys in an age of perfectly porcelain boy bands trying to be all pretty and whatnot for girls, like they weren't afraid to be ugly in their Halloween special, which curbed the problem that they were still the Backstreet Boys a little bit.
But they never dressed from stuff that was in the garbage show. No.
Yeah, Pinkie Pie is even less afraid.
Yeah, that's true. But I still think it was a little too much. But as we discussed before, we have different forms of humor with that. Yeah. It's fine, yeah.
Nothing else that part at least like snapped me out of the tedium. It was like preparing to cringe as Pinkie Pie is about to eat the lollipop off her shirt.
No,
don't. Won't she?
Oh, I thought I was hungry now.
You're welcome.
And I really love the like Flim and Flam sketch. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
They reminded me in this sketch as more of like the same sort of villain that antagonist that like Iron Will is, where like he's an antagonist, but he's not necessarily devious in what he's doing. He's like he's sort of not like he's not full on scam. Like Flim and Flam are just full on illegal villains. Like let's just be like they do straight up illegal shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But like Iron Will, at least in the regular MLP, he'll do tricky stuff, but like he never does anything that's like he has a contract, like he'll do with whatever he's doing, and like he'll follow that. You have to read the fine print, but he'll do that. But like here, they felt more like that, where like, they're trying to be tricky, like it's sort of rigged, but at the same time, they felt genuine pity for them at some point. Then also, apparently it could be done because she did it right when they're leaving, so
yeah, that's true.
They didn't feel as horribly devious as they normally were. Like almost getting Granny Smith killed.
Yeah, like Filthy Rich is a true villain in the Equestria Girls world and not as a pony, and the Flim Flam brothers are just sort of like mildly crooked businessmen in the Equestria Girls world instead of criminals. And that's good. I like that they mix it up a bit. They don't like lockstep to what they are in the pony world. Anyone want to hear one more comparison that has nothing to do with anything except what I'm referencing? Yeah, when Jim Carrey was method acting as Andy Kaufman and doing the scene where he's wrestling Jerry Lawler offset to method act. He's driving Jerry Lawler crazy and playing pranks on him, and Lawler's like, what the hell? In the scene we're rehearsing, like Andy and we were friends in real life. This was all planned by us. Why is he treating me like I'm not in on the joke? And interviewing Jim Carrey later, he's like, I was just trying to get so much in character, do what came naturally, and that's just sort of how it worked out this time.
Yeah.
This, like, he method acted. He did not lockstep the trying to do the exact same thing, and that keeps the Equestria Girls thing fresh too. It does not feel the need to make everything exactly the same. It's just sort of how things worked out in this universe with characters who started from the same base.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm going to go and eat my table. So.
I guess see y'all next time.
See ya.
So long.